the land of real, there's a love that's true. Sugar love is her name, spreading sweetness too. Her voice like velvet, smooth as a summer breeze. A podcast, the soundtrack to everybody's ease. Sugar love, she's the queen of soul. Ooh, yeah. The podcast, the place where the stories unfold. Ooh, yeah. News and entertainment with a touch so sweet. She's the heartbeat of the community's beat. She brings the news with flavor like a cup of hot tea. Uncovering stories, bringing light to what we see. With her infectious laughter, she uplifts every soul. Sugar love, she's the one who makes us feel whole. She's the one who makes us feel whole. In the land of real, there's a love that's true. Sugar love is her name, spreading sweetness too. Her voice like velvet, smooth as a summer breeze. A podcast, the soundtrack to everybody's ease. Sugar love, she's the queen of soul. Ooh, yeah. The podcast, the place where the stories unfold. Ooh, yeah. News and entertainment with a touch so sweet. She's the heartbeat of the community's beat. She brings the news with flavor like a cup of hot tea. Uncovering stories, bringing light to what we see. With her infectious laughter, she uplifts every soul. Sugar love, she's the one who makes us feel whole. She's the one who makes us feel whole. In the land of real,
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Good day, good evening, good night, whichever way you at. What's up, Jack? What's up, Miss Leo? What's up, Shara King? And um my Bush babies, replay gang and everything else. This is Jack's part 3 on the blue couch. But um before I got on, I saw Day and Night did a video, and I would like to say, because you know I don't play with kids, I don't play them games, and I would like to say rest in peace to Mama Francis. We have came to know Mama Francis for a little bit, so I just want to show my respects. Wow, I'm it's really sad to hear that, and I wish her strength. I wish her strength at this time. Yeah, yeah, mhm, yep. So I wish her plenty of strength. You know, it's like loss of words. Because what do you say? at that moment, like, what do you say? What do you say? What can you say? Just keep her in your prayers. Keep her in your prayers. You know, I like yeah, I know me. I don't play with family members. I don't play with kids. I don't play with parents. Right? I don't beef with people. Period. But I really don't. People's families are off limits. Right? So at least you know when I'm saying it. I'm saying it from the heart. Right? So I just wanted to start off there. I feel like really bad. I feel really bad for her. But this is her last part of her on I can't even talk, right? I can't even talk. Then I got this cold. My allergies is out of whack. Pray for me too, right? Pray for me and these allergies. Well, we're gonna start this, and here we go.
Oops, did I say that out loud? My bad. I got you sitting with the brother of the man that Suge Knight rolled over and... I know what you're doing. I know where you've been, and I know where I'm about to send you.
Real life.
Don't forget, credit goes to Real Life Productions. Credit goes to Real Life Productions.
Nobody takes into consideration for that second that they had told those police officers that I was a psychotic maniac off my meds and was trying to harm my family. They could have came with their guns drawn. You want to know why they didn't?
Whatever y'all had, and it fell apart.
Let's get it clear.
Let's go.
I haven't even got started with you toots. I haven't even gotten started. Guess what? Let's list some facts. You are Monica Lockett, AKA DJ Peter fucking Butt Naked. Never said I slept with by.
Whip going past. Now my foot on.
What tape?
Can you throw that back in the... Is it true that a sex tape dropped?
What sex tape?
I don't know. I mean,
Hey, Trey. What's up, baby?
You tell me.
What sex tape?
I heard that in the ethosphere, and I'm like,
I got a sex tape?
Is that a thing? The eyes and the lies.
I got a sex tape. That's what they say.
Hey. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. You know, I talk to my friends. I share some intimate details, and the next thing I know, people are selling shit online.
Oh my God.
You mean shit like that?
Hashtag what sex tape? Hashtag what sex tape?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds like a merry melody to me. So with that being said, man, here we go.
Push it out. Hashtag push it out.
I hope the kids are in bed.
Yeah. This shit ain't made for kids.
Yeah, just
Trigger warning. About to get rich.
Oh man, God. So let me segue into
I'm 50 years old. I'm too old to be ashamed about what I was designed to do.
Hey man.
And do well.
Hey man.
I got to practice.
Hey.
And another one.
You might make the song cry, Jack. Hold on, man. You might make the song cry. Don't do it. Don't do it. So let me ask you, when you see Alio Bishop guilty. Life in prison plus 5 without the possibility of parole.
Love it. He's a menace.
Did you expect that?
Angela.
Yes. I prayed for it.
They offered him parole. I mean, they offered him 5 years.
He's insane. He thinks he's God. He's going to walk on water and moonwalk right on the air, right out of there. That's what he say.
Remind us, how long have you been following that carbonation story?
I first became aware of them in 2021, late 2020, early 2021. People started coming to me because my name, of course, I was trending. That was right after I first went viral with y'all. And they said, Jag, we need your help. And I got in there, and Tope got in there with me. And this was still when I was still cool with the sex worker, the trash baby.
Who that? Who's that?
We hunted that down. But even when I walked away, when I stepped away, when I took the 18-month hiatus, me and my husband, I was still tracking him the entire time. I was waiting. The only thing I'm grateful for Monica Lockett for was the kids, you know, Solar, Shaka, Hazine, the babies, Velvet. Him going to jail, oh, that's great. That's wonderful. I hate the fact that these really brilliant young Black people raising their own families as they see fit are going to have this whack who folds over like a ham sandwich when a white man put his hands on him. Because he too. You know? You ain't never seen this porno tape?
Yeah.
With the white man?
We found that
when he folded him over like a Japanese hand sandwich, he's like, ah!
Found that quick. We found that quick, I'm sorry.
It's always the...
You know what? Who the sex worker?
Is that the way you saw that story ending? That
who is jail for life? Yes. I prayed for it.
Who the ex-worker?
The judge?
Second time. I prayed for it. Everything I pray for happens.
The judge gave him the max because of his arrogance, because of his lack of
Thank
care.
God.
And I'm like,
bravo. I knew it. He was going to be 3 guys to the last minute and probably offer his sacrament, which is his semen, for the judge so he could get his mind right. I knew he was going to say something crazy. He's Alicia.
Locked behind bars where he should be. Behind bars where he should be. Locked behind bars where he should be. Nature boy, the man who thought he was free. Living life on the edge, breaking the law. Now paying the price, feeling the raw. Behind concrete walls. His freedom's restricted. Thought he was invincible, but he got convicted. No more running wild, no more living large. Nature boy locked up behind these bars. Scheming and plotting, trying to deceive. Nature boy thought he could always achieve, but crime catches up, there's nowhere to hide. In the web of justice, there's no room for pride. Locked behind bars where he should be. Nature boy, the man who thought he was free. Living life on the edge, breaking the law. Now paying the price, feeling the raw.
I just thought I'd throw that in. Hey, Paula. Hey, Lakeisha. I just thought I'd throw that in.
he's his own worst demon, basically. Like he got his own way.
Oh no, he just reset the game.
Yep.
See, society is getting a break, but it's not winning because he's about to take his Nature Boy show on the road in jail. And he's going to indoctrinate every last one of them other that will give him any time and send them back out into the world to do his work.
Thank you, Trey.
He ain't stopped. He just got a captive audience. And he ain't got no problem with sucking or taking dick. He gonna have plenty of disciples. I'm sure he's working on how to become the new Charles Manson right now. That mother never met a tragedy he didn't know how to market. See, that's the thing. We all up
With Fargo, the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet.
I got up in arms because this is my life, and this thing like winning because he's the devil. So, like the person that's laughing the hardest right now at Diddy is the devil because he did all of this shit for him. And look at what he's going through now. And the devil's laughing the hardest. Got you, bitch. You was so in the mouth. Yo, God. Hey, got another one. And another one. Take that. Like he's happy right now.
We did an interview with his quote unquote wives. And they were hoping and praying that he be freed and that he was innocent.
Stockholm syndrome is
especially
when it's done on social media, because now you got to stand on it because you don't want anybody to know that you chose to be a victim. Them bitches are never going to admit what he did to them. Want to know why? Because the truth is they did it to themselves. Every last one of them. See, that's the part of the story that people keep forgetting that I've always said. These were brilliant people looking for a different experience in life. You want to know how Nature Boy got them caught up? With their own personal vanity.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
See, that's where me and Nature Boy are aligned. We're both sin eaters.
Tapped into it.
See, when you have a brilliant person and they understand sin, don't forget, all of these people are talented. They all wanted to be artists. They all wanted to be successful, which meant what? They were susceptible to vanity. And he just found each one of their little niches and turned it on. Everything that they did for the camera was staged.
Listen
all
carefully.
We saw, they planned that. They literally did it all for clicks and views. That's why they became so afraid at the end. Because when the cameras went off, he kept it up. See, it started with they would do this wild, right? For clicks and views. And then they would get the money. They was on Bigo collecting bean and Jack and the Beanstalk, boy. They was on the boat.
Falling.
They was beamed down. They was keeping it a bean, you know?
Yeah.
But they would turn the cameras off and then live normal, make music, be friends, do all that they were normally doing and the polygamous lifestyle that they had chosen. But it got to the point where when the cameras went off, Eligio kept it up. See, they got tracked.
Mm-hmm.
It was all an act.
Uh-huh.
It was all a gag. And then he said, let's make it all true.
Method actor.
Why are we pretending?
The best method actor.
Let's do this for real. You better f that up. Little boy, here, grab my penis. We about to get crazy, y'all. This is wild. He was waiting for the right moment
To be himself. I always said that. always said that. Stop
He
arguing
got
with
them
me.
to pretend and then got them comfortable with him acting like this, right? Because he had convinced them it was all an act.
I tried to tell you guys, all my nature boy lovers, all my nature boy lovers. Oh, you know, he was such great talent, and he never stared off. He was always who he is. Yes, 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 Paula. Thank you, and thank you. To her mother. Yes, to her mother. So it would be no slander. It would be no slander in here. There will be no slander in here today. Right? So, whew, um, that's why I was trying to tell people this is what he always was. If it's one thing he did do was stay consistent with being his crazy self. Not in the beginning, Lakeisha. He wasn't his crazy self in the beginning. That's what caught people by surprise. Because they didn't know what they was dealing with. Right? Because he always said that he was in jail. He didn't say he was in a mental institution. Right? And they didn't realize, they didn't think of the age bracket of what years he was saying this. Right? They never thought of the age bracket. That's why I tell people all the time, you have to know who you're talking to. You have to know who you're talking to. It's not what you want it to be. It's not what you think it should be. It's not how you feel it should be. It is what it is. It is what it is. We keep getting mad at people for being the way that they are. That's who they are. Adjust yourself, right? Adjust yourself and pew, be gone. Be gone. Stop trying to make people things they are not. He knew all the way along. I told you guys, since he was up in that room, he had a plan. There's no way to sell a product. I'm going to let you see how crazy I really am, right? And I'm not letting you meet nobody that I know that know how crazy that I am, right? And the way that people are so used to abuse, they didn't take what he did to his baby mama as, oh my goodness, he beat up on women. Because they so used to it and they thinking, well, not me. Not me. Yeah, you too. He's an abusive man. I know if I seen a picture of, if I meet a guy and I see a picture of what he done to a woman and it was looking like Maisha's face, baby, he ain't got to worry about me no more. He can't sell me nothing. I don't care how good them pictures look. Up in the islands, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care nothing about your knowledge. I wouldn't care about nothing. I'm gonna rewind it back a little bit, just a tab, because she basically said what I've been saying for the past 5-6 years. And everybody thinking he turned that way. No, he was always that way.
He was waiting for the right moment to be himself. He got them to pretend and then got them comfortable with him acting like this, right? Because he had convinced them it was all an act. But it wasn't. He was pretending to be sane. That nigga was just waiting for the right moment to be crazy. And once he realized what they were willing to do for money, right. It's time for the representative to take a net. I'm here. Download. That was geeked. Stop feeding all them people his semen. That's what the download was.
Download, yes.
Yeah, they was dabbing. They was dabbing his seminal fluid.
Oh man. Yeah.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know that. So explain what they were doing. Like just
He would jerk off.
okay.
And he would take his nut. And he would like the communion.
And put on their tongues.
Yeah, like the communion.
Oh man.
Start your engines. It's time to scratch it rich at Empire City Casino. The $777,000 extravaganza.
He was calling it the download.
Man.
You didn't know.
Wow.
This movie gonna be crazy. Lifetime about to have a ball. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Tap into the 3 God.
Oh man. Oh no. Life
That nigga was wild.
without the possibility of parole. This man here.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it like that. He might that 25 don't seem
like maybe it's not enough.
No. Yeah, like if you can get people to do that, what can't you get a
He
person?
tricked them
Yeah.
into believing one thing and then pushed them to the line to see how far they were willing to go to achieve this goal of utopian life.
Right.
And he kept, you got to sacrifice. We got to do this. We got to do it for the camera. We got to get the people. He choreographed that whole thing. He staged it all to create an atmosphere where he could be himself.
So
Why do you think he liked islands? Self-contained.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you decided you didn't like him after he introduced you to the real him, well, you already had your passport and your social security card because you had to turn all that in. Your ATMs, your debit cards. You're in a foreign country with no ID and no access to cash at all. Young man,
Yes,
2.0.
please.
What you gonna do? You out in the middle of where? With the son of Satan. And he's the only one that has access and gets constant random access to the outside world.
So that would make me want to ask you then his followers. And again,
You think any one of those women want to admit that they fell in love with the devil?
No.
Let's just be honest. They gonna stand true because they'd rather be talked down about as his wife than be called stupid like they really are. It's vanity. See? They gonna hold him down for vanity. He got him with vanity and he's keeping him with vanity. And they're gonna help him build his little army. I've already heard a little chatter. He can't wait to start indoctrinating the young boys that book in. He's found a whole new calling and he get to freak out.
So we sat down, we spoke to Solar, we spoke to Shaka.
Shout out to my nephews.
Yeah, Solar had to testify.
Solar did testify.
He did testify in his case.
When he left Vegas, we didn't tell anyone when he left Vegas. I sent the money, we booked the ticket, and that was that. It was a hard choice for him. He doesn't believe in the criminal justice system, and he doesn't believe in prison because there is no rehabilitation, in his opinion.
Right.
He has right to believe that. He's a Black man. There's plenty of evidence to corroborate his feelings. But I've noticed since the trial and the sentencing, a calmness has come over him. He's complete with it now. And he can move forward. And even when I talked to Shaka and Azim, since he was sentenced, there's something is lifted. I wish people would stop feeling the need to judge people on mistakes that they made in the past.
Right.
Because to keep talking about it when they've moved on and become something different, that's not them being stuck in the past, that's you refusing to let it go. And these are brilliant people. And my baby Shaka and my little Savion, my little... chocolate COVID drop that got me sick. You know, when I hear people talk about, she hates kids and she's this and she's that, it's funny because I've always been amazing with children and children love me because I trust children as they should be trusted completely. They haven't learned how to lie to themselves yet. They tell the truth. Every time I walk into a courtroom, I always pray that my judge has the spirit of a 6-year-old. You got to understand the purity of a heart. We teach our children not to trust their instincts because they have to follow what society says. We teach our children not to pay attention to old customs and old ways because people will make fun of them. But we've given up our culture and separated ourselves from everything that is us. And we wonder why we're sick. Mentally, physically, spiritually. We have separated ourselves from everything we were intended to do. What the fuck is a Christian? I don't think I've ever met one. I don't know anybody that acts like Christ. I don't. You were going to say something?
Yeah. Do you think, you said that you were glad that he got life, right?
Yeah.
What about his upbringing and the things that he went through?
His mother was a whole prostitute, all kinds of shit. Just like Diddy mom. He a Diddy mom. You know, I tell people all the time, you know, especially when I would be in jail, like that last time in Dallas, there was this girl. When I was in Tank 10, they kept moving me around. Everybody's afraid of me. But this girl, she kept getting high. She was just taking whatever she could get. They sliding it through the door. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know she was pregnant. And somebody was like, that girl should be ashamed of herself. She's pregnant. I said, with the amount of drugs she's doing every day. So I walked up to her one day and I said, why you hate that baby? And she said, what are you talking about? I love my baby. I said, not doing the amount of drugs you're doing. You hate that child. Or do you hate his father? Like, who the fuck do you hate? Right. Or do you just hate yourself? Why are you getting all deep? Because I'm trying to figure out why you're creating another Jeffrey Dahmer that we have to live with. I said his mom was doing dope. Like you doing dope. You see how he turned out. Huh? Like, yeah. He was made a psychopath. And you know what she said? Well, my baby ain't gonna turn out like that. I said, well, how about this? He probably will. And I pray you're his first victim. Ah! She started crying. It's true.
So let me ask, when you see a situation like carbonation, is it a question of not if, but when another carbonation type situation is going to start?
It's already happening.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to say any names, but there are people that are already trying to rekindle. Like I said, his prison sentence was the beginning for him. They really need to monitor him in jail.
He could run things from jail.
Oh, he is. Yeah. They're already organizing.
Yeah. We spoke to him a few times from jail. And we could see that he's trying to still manipulate the outside world from there.
Oh, he's not trying. He's doing it.
Yeah.
It's just a slow crawl. But now that he's all the way in there and the wives are about to start doing more social media campaign, by the time he shows all of the new inmates the kind of money that he can generate offline, and he can keep boys like, commissary heavy. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a little sex in there.
Yep.
Have a little download meeting.
Download meeting.
In the shower, And then send that motherfucker back out there. Now you go be me. And you go be me. And you go be me. That's what he used to say when he would see a woman that he wanted to manipulate and enslave. You look like me. Yeah. He said it to Nosy, to the sex worker. He knew who to talk
that's
to.
the ex-worker?
You look like me. And he would get so excited.
That can get it started.
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief. Minimum payments could
get it started.
Now imagine what that kind of mind can do in confinement. Nothing but time. We haven't seen the last of Alio Bishop. We're about to meet all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Whoa. Okay.
See, this is why I believe in the old way. Truth is, somebody should have just shot that in the head. He's a weed. It don't matter what garden you put him in. He's going to grow. He's cancer. You can radiate, but if you leave just a little bit there, it's gonna grow.
Malignant.
People like this need to die. They don't need more time. They need to be gone. Why do we keep them here?
Because when they gave him life, he didn't care. He was like, "Oh, I forgive you."
Yeah.
I was like, "What the?"
Tell you? You think I'm joking?
Yeah.
You know what? Pour me one and pour yourself one. Because you done lost your damn mind. I'm sitting here telling you that was the beginning.
Yeah, that's some Alio.
He went into jail famous.
Man.
Did you see how I was unafraid? Come, little children, feel my ball. Feel my power.
No, man. No.
So that's how that nigga be. Oh, you look like me.
I'm sure he's manipulating the guard right now.
Like in the Matrix.
Hey,
remember when it mutated and they started touching people and turning them into agents?
Yes.
And then they made all of these agents for Neo to fight?
Yes.
And then they started making him look like Neo, so Neo was fighting himself?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly what Alio Bishop is trying to do in real time. He's going to infect as many minds as he possibly can with his depravity. And then he's going to gas them up and put a battery in their back. And he's going to send them out into society. And then guess what? They're going to put money on his books. And he's going to tell them how to hustle on social media. And he's going to teach them how to get that money. And they're going to put more money on his book.
Exactly, Angela.
Oh, we were talking to Zolar. I think I asked him, do you believe that Alio is the Messiah still? He said yes. I want to say that.
We all are.
Okay. So
we all are. And we all are nothing.
Right. Okay.
Vessels. We inhabit spirit. You take the human brain and the human spirit out of the body, it dies, it turns into dust. Mm-hmm. We are nothing but our spirit.
And let me add, this might be a compounded question, but for Jaguar, Wright, what do you feel is the human purpose, the purpose of man, woman, the purpose of
to
life.
learn and evolve and grow.
Into what?
Whatever.
Okay.
There's not supposed to be a determination. You're just supposed to be. Whatever that is. If it is your purpose to make people happy, then that's what you'll do. If it is your purpose to motivate people, that's what you'll do. If it is your purpose-driven lives. Did you get them?
Yes.
Purpose-driven lives. You know, even if your purpose is just to wake up and troll, there are committed trolls online. Like, you got to think about what that takes. You're this nobody sitting out here in the world. You go online, you pick a personality and you blame them for all of your problems. You hate them for having the attention that you're never going to get. And then you find a way to tether yourself to that person to look for relevance. And then you spend every day thinking of how to keep that tether tight so you can continue to keep getting that infusion of attention.
Better allergy relief for better boyfriending. Live Claritin Clear.
If you need to record anything over the internet, I cannot think of a more seamless way than
You got to think about how committed you have to be. When I wake up in the morning,
Hey,
I think
Ebony,
about
what's up, Jay?
eating breakfast, this, that, and the third, so on and so forth. What I need to get done today, what time am I making content, what's going to be the focus of the content, mod squad meetings, you know, blah, blah, that's what I'm thinking about. When these people wake up, what did Jag do last night?
Yeah.
What did she say?
Rewind.
Oh no, we gotta go live. Jag said she's going to the 7-Eleven. We gotta go live. Jag just took a on the toilet. We gotta go live. Oh my gosh, she's Jag.
She's Jag.
We gotta go live. Why?
So let me ask.
Like, why?
And I want to give context to this because, 100 years ago, maybe 1 billion, 2 billion people in the world. Mind you, humans been around for thousands of years.
Yeah, we got a few eon going on.
Now we're about to push 8 billion, and you see
in the world,
the whole world, and you've been to a lot of countries.
We need Thanos.
Yeah, if I say, I mean, the snap might have to come
we
because
need Thanos. You got to understand, progeny is clone. Stupid mammy, stupid pappy, stupid kid.
Hey.
Do we really need more? We got enough stupid motherfuckers in this world. Do we need more? And then Dumb and Dumber get together and make Dumbest. And then they sit there and say, look how stupid my kid is and never take for it. It's your kid. The pandemic, that's interesting.
Very.
Listening to parents complaining about doing their children's schoolwork with them. You want to know why they were mostly complaining? Very few of them was honest about.
Shoot.
They couldn't do the work they did.
What?
That's facts. that's facts.
They got sick and tired of looking stupid when their kid came to them and asked them a question about math or history or geometry or this, and they didn't know the answer. So then they at the online teachers about the lesson plans and how they need to be doing more and how it's bad enough my child is home all day. What do you mean it's bad enough? Your child is home all day. There's some people whose child don't ever come home. And you're complaining about educating your child when that's what you're supposed to do. In the first place, you're not supposed to rely on strangers to teach your kids. But we do. And guess what? Most of the that they teach is irrelevant, worthless, and lies.
Yeah. Do you feel like AI will be teaching our kids soon?
It already is.
Yeah, no, yeah. It is, literally.
Where do you think
the
programs are being generated from? There's a whole commercial that they run, an ad that they run on YouTube about a woman bragging about her AI lawyer.
Yes.
And guess what it says and guess what she says early in it? I know AI is about to take over all our jobs and exile us from humanity, but I'm telling you, he got me my money faster than any real lawyer.
You need $5,400 in your account.
No, she literally said, I know this machine is about to make sure I'm homeless and destitute and poor, but it's getting me money now. So that's what's up.
Man.
That's a commercial.
That's the Terminator. That's the beginning of a Terminator movie.
That's iRobot.
Yes, iRobot. We're seeing
That's
the beginning.
The Terminator, 5G, Skynet. Where do they differ?
The lines are getting blurred.
Art imitates life.
Yeah.
When Hitler wanted to overthrow the Jews in Germany.
No offense, but if you still think stocks, real estate, or crypto are the best passive income investments into...
His first line of attack was to bring in a film director. Programming. Why do people have such a hard time with embracing the truth?
Hey,
I don't get it.
Saying something.
Running around, glorifying a bunch of fag hags, falling in love with a bunch of fag, sitting there telling real black men that they need to be more like the and saying, I don't need a like you. I need a because he come through.
Seems like they are trying to demasculate.
Demasculate. It's worse than that.
Yeah.
They're forcing black women to not be attracted to real black men. What does that do? It kills the propagation of the species. If black women aren't attracted to black men aren't attracted to black women, where are the black babies gonna come from?
There you go.
If you're busy trying to be Jay-Z, when do you spend time being yourself? You know, one of my favorite artists that I love on top of TDE is Sir. But he has this song, beats dope, story's good. But it's the song, just the title of the song. The name of the song?
Yes.
It's called Jay-Z. Literally.
Hey, no one.
What the does it have to do with the story about him and his man with some bad that don't get no
sweetheart?
You know, he actually has another song from one of the earlier albums where one of the lines is, her friends don't like me because they know that I would trade her love for a Grammy.
Come on now.
I would trade her love for a Grammy?
Come on now.
Are you kidding me?
Shit.
It's the embedded idol worship. See? This was an offering. That's why his name is all over it.
Come on.
Please, keep me in the Illuminati. Please keep me. I wrote a hit record for you. Because that his name ain't got shit to do with that song.
There you go.
And to sit in your songs and brag about rejecting the love of a human being for a statue that if you pawn it, you can't even get more than $1,000 for it. That ain't even worth $1,000. Why was you f***ing with her in the first place? She was so disposable. No wonder her friends hate you. I'd hate you too. You using my friend.
Yeah. Let me ask you, and I hate to, I don't want to get too political, but you know, we're in an election year.
Yeah. And ain't nobody talking about no election.
Ain't nobody talking about no election.
Ain't that funny? Not even a debate.
Not even a debate.
The last time we had Herschel Walker making ass of himself, and now ain't nobody saying shit.
Ain't nobody saying shit. There's a movie about to come out called Civil War where they're showing California, Texas, and I see January 6th happen with the Trump supporters, and
they're just getting everybody ready.
It's like seems like they're prepping us for like we're not talking no elections.
All them guys, rednecks, is out there buying bear spray, land, snares, traps, bow and arrow, crossbow. They out there. Why ain't y'all out there getting it? I'm getting my. I can't get anything technically right now because I'm on bond.
But I'm looking south of the border.
To carry weapons.
I'm sorry for that, Jack. I hate you can't, you know. You used to be in love with your weapons.
Go ahead.
But no, I am seeing what's going on south of the border.
I'm tired. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The whole world hates us right now. The value of our dollar is going down, and we're lying to the public, and we got a robot running the country.
Man. Let's be honest. TikTok.
The shit that's going on with TikTok, they're not even being honest about that.
They can't. They're trying
to ban that.
Meanwhile, can anybody tell me how did Brittany Garner's team finish last season?
I don't know.
I mean, she was playing for Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
How did they do? Were they selling out all the tickets?
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that local
what was the boards looking like? Does anybody know what kind of boards she had?
No.
Them rednecks buying and what we buying.
Is she going back to the Olympics to represent the United States?
I don't think so.
So then why the f did we let her out of jail? For the guy, Lord of War. Exactly why the f was we in a rush to bring her back? I want to know. She don't like America. She done said that. Don't nobody know what the f she did with that goddamn team that ain't nobody paying no tickets to go see. She ain't out here doing no activism or talking about what it's like to be a POW in Russia. She ain't doing no public service announcement.
None of that.
Her sat there, cried all them goddamn months. They ain't doing shit. They barely said thank you to anybody.
Man.
She ain't win nothing.
Man.
Why we bring her back? Because the nigga let her go for it can make a nuke in his sleep with his eyes tied up.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Lord. Let him go for her?
That was a crazy.
I'm sorry. How did Phoenix WNBA finish? Nobody knows.
She on the roll.
How illuminating.
That's
mean.
Oh man.
No disrespect, Brittany. Why we all gotta suffer? You the one that took the weed juice. Ain't nobody tell you put that in your bag. And we got real heroes sitting over there waiting to get let go. And they stood there. And she ain't winning.
See, I was gonna ask about Gillian Wallow.
What happened?
Just Gillian
Wallow too.
Yeah.
And we there. Him too.
That was leaning into the
commissary heavy.
Yeah.
$100 million and you still eating cheese, they say.
Yeah.
You still eating cheese. Try to gatekeep on me again, Wallow. I'll tell everybody what Birdman did to Gil.
Ain't that Philly though? Wait a minute. Jack.
They ain't Philly if they gatekeeping on my name. You ain't no kind of Philly if you gatekeeping on my name. You gonna sit there and tell my little brother that mentioning my name is gonna hurt his career when I'm promoting him? For what? What album you put out, Wallow? What album Gil put out? For real, for real. If he had stayed as black in Philadelphia and doubled down on major figures, maybe he wouldn't have got touched up by the bird name.
Ooh.
Because there is no young man that made their way through that man's that didn't get. You think Weezy only got on? Are you kidding me? The kind of that'll leave his brother in jail and then show him no real support when he gets home. If he over his own brother, why wouldn't he fuck up other people's kids? I don't understand. But I tell you this, Wallow, the next time you open your mouth and my name comes out of it, it better be with only respect. Because I know that you with. And they talk heavy and I pay in cash. I'll you out.
So, Jag,
You asked.
Yeah, no, I did.
I need a joint.
Yeah, no.
It's Visit Bucks County's local tours, Claudia, and today we are exploring Doylestown, Pennsylvania, with amazing food, museum.
We're about to end this with this because I want to take this home and for all those who show concern and
shout out to my sister Mia and my girl, my baby girl.
Shout out me in the building.
You know what?
Man.
I'm mad at you because we supposed to do karaoke last time I came.
Oh, there's still time. There's still time. No, let me ask for those that are wondering, and you can take us home with this, as far as, the status of your mother and Sam Jr. A lot of people were concerned.
They're fine where they are. Everything that happens within the will of God.
There you go.
And the truth is, I get more done without them. I really don't need anybody slowing me down right now. If I really want them with me all the time, I got to get to the end of this. I can't guarantee their safety with me. And having to worry about them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week ain't helping me. Ain't helping them either. What I will say is that my son is about to turn 22 years old. And if anybody wants to have a conversation with me about him, they'll have to do it with him present because he is a grown man and he has the right and the ability to speak for himself.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I said it in the beginning. This video, I think they probably did this like maybe 3 or 4 days ago, maybe a week. But as I was watching Day and Night, her mother, Miss Frances, has ascended. So I would not be bad. It will be no bashing. I will not be talking about her. Hopefully you guys give her just this one day where we could act like adults and we don't have to say something all the time. I don't get into the mix of people who like her or don't like her. I'm not in that mix. But being that he asked her that question and for her not to know that her mom was sick at that point in time and the day we watched this part of the show is the day is announced that her mother has transcended. So no, I'm not doing the bashing. I'm not doing none of that. Like I said, I have no words to say. I don't. All I can say is, I will definitely keep her in my prayers. Hopefully, I know she's going to stay strong, but you guys better look out. You guys better look out. And I didn't even watch this part because I would have skipped it. Because I know she knew, she had no idea. The day this comes out is the same day she got to hear about her mother, you know? So I don't mind dropping the link, but I don't feel like it. Someday you ain't got to bash somebody every single day, you know? You don't have to. All right. So I said that in the beginning, and I'm going to say it because we're towards the end.
Unless my son is present, I will not answer any questions about any of my kids. And as far as my mom is concerned, I've taken care of her all my life. I think I earned a break. I've been a great daughter. I hope Shelly don't kill her, but you know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well. I still inherit. The will hasn't changed.
Uh-oh.
It's funny. I'll only be inheriting my money. Ain't that funny?
Uh-oh.
Last question. I asked you to do this earlier, but I just want you to do it even more, go detailed. What do you predict will happen next in the future? You know, it's like you see it before it happens.
Kathy White's true killer is going to be unveiled. And it's not a man. And that woman died screaming.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical.
Anything else?
Yeah. Show him the tape, Diddy. You got it.
Oh, man.
That might buy you a little time. You should probably stop looking for plastic surgeons.
Man.
Looking for a new life, new face. We're going to hang you high. Jay-Z too. Beyonce too. And we're going to round up all the family. See, I love a good gay man. I just can't stand him. And that's what it is.
With that being
you want to know what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
I'm about to f up America.
Oh.
That's what's about to happen next.
Here we go.
No more filter. From this point forward, any word that I say, I ain't holding back. And I ain't saying alleged either. Y'all said I was lying the first time. Now it turns out I'm telling the truth. You still don't want to admit that I was right, but you don't want to admit that you was wrong. So really, then the diplomacy doesn't matter. Fuck you. I'm going to just keep ruining your lives with the truth.
And here we go. With that being said, we want to say, man, y'all living y'all truth as the truth shall set you free. It's 2024. And we just did
Shout out to Cat Williams.
Yeah, let's go.
Shout out to Lunell Campbell.
No. Jack.
Shout out to Kanye Ye West.
Hey.
Shout out to the Hebrew Israelites. Shout out to my very good friend, Fred Hampton Jr., the chairman of the board for the Black Panther Party. Free them all. Power to the people. As a Panther, I can say that with pride.
Man.
Shout out to Keefe D. Stop pump faking and save your life. And tell them who paid you to say the shit you said. Because you getting poked up and getting your ass beat in jail. And Reggie Wright got you tailor-made to fit for a goddamn casket. State's evidence. WITSEC. I met your son, Keefe. He's a good man. He follows me on TikTok. He made me change my mind about you. 6 months ago, I ain't give no fuck what happened to you. Today, I'm praying for your life. Every day. Because I want you to live to tell the truth. Because the second you do,
hey, Lisa,
Aletta Wallace can finally get justice. The second you do, maybe Aaliyah's family will be held accountable for what they turned their heads to. And maybe Hype Williams will be charged for conspiracy to commit murder. It's time to talk, Hype. It's time for the public to ask you why Aaliyah couldn't get on Lenny Kravitz's plane. And you had to put her on that clown car plane. Who asked you to say that? And do yourself a favor before you make any statements. Please remember, I was without a little X. You're apprenticed. I know a lot more about you than I do. It's time for us to stop pussy.
You said, where's the love? I can't believe that this is what you're talking about on the blue couch. How about the love for that part? This is a pre-tape show. This is a pre-tape show. Hey, Jay. Hey, beautiful queen.
Hey, girls.
Hey, queens.
What's up? Peace.
Yeah, but this is
but not about her, but the topic that she's speaking on, because like it's just no point, because I'm not that type. You know what I mean? It be gossiping or nothing like that. And I respect that you have that type of platform that we can talk about the topics and not go into all the other antics and semantics and all that other stuff. You know, sometimes it goes there, but we try not to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm trying to find me a good there we go. I'm trying to find me a good Jaguar, a good a tag. Yeah. You can talk. She's finished. There we go. What you was saying, baby? What's part of the topic you want to talk about, Jay?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I can't hear nobody.
I wanted to talk about when I'm trying to think what she just said brought something to mind about the industry, and like, can you play back the last couple of minutes so then I can just get back on topic?
I can't. I got the I mean, I can, but I got it exactly where I want it, so it could be my thumbnail.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Do you, as far as the industry is concerned, about like, you know, she's calling out these artists about like all these like people that's basically going down for stuff, right? What I call them would be like the fall guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think about it in the industry and the people, the higher ups that actually made this industry, you know, they all, it's all politics. Like the rabbit hole goes really deep, and they all have fall guys. And the industry has fall guys when stuff goes down that they know this is going to be the one to take this rap. That's why they say certain people kind of, they might act like they're falling for everything, or they might go into a different identity and live a whole nother life somewhere because they were set up to be that fall guy. And they was like, well, if you take this rap, take this all for us, go down, we'll make it all go away. You can live a whole nother life somewhere. That's the real. And my thing is, if the higher ups, the money that created the music industry and the entertainment industry, which we know goes all the way back to Greek, football and the entertaining boxing, just for their entertainment. They're not going to.
This goes back to when they had the what you call that, when they back in the days in Rome, when they used to have like the human beings fighting, and they really did have us running from that damn lion. Right? Start with a G, Africa, something like that. It was always, and people would literally sit there.
Yeah, the arenas.
But the Galactic or something like that. But and they would literally sit there, and at one point in time, they used to have like one person on the horse, the other person on the horse, and that was entertainment. Watching people Coliseum. Yeah, the Coliseum is where they sat at, but the type of thing start with a G. But even back then, I'm like, people was desensitized because people used to pay to see who's gonna get knocked off. Who's gonna get knocked off? Crazy.
Mm-hmm. And it's
the movie like that. What was his name? Russell Crowe, I believe his name. We did a movie.
Yeah, it was Russell Crowe.
You remember the name of the movie?
I know he did 300, but it was another one. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll try to Google it.
Did you see the people enjoying it and standing up and clapping? Yeah, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment is always better.
And you have to understand, we was always like, oh, this is the way we communicate in the hood. We do battles, like we used to have like peaceful battles where we would dance, and then it was like, oh no, we can't have that. You know what I mean? And so they created this thing where in hip hop, it's a thing to be like, oh, for me to be better, I gotta battle you. And this whole thing, like you see this whole Chris Brown, Quavo thing that's going on right now. Y'all might not know about it, but this is what our community lives on. These like
about it. Chris Rock lyrics are. I heard about it. It's good. Chris Brown's lyrics was
but
excellent. Okay, chef's kiss.
Let me tell y'all something, but the thing I think what she's trying to say is we see how we enjoy it, but technically it was no need for it. Like they didn't have no real beef. It's like they're creating beef and we're buying it. Like, that's good.
Yes.
Right. Yes. They created a hostile environment where people got to keep going after entertainment instead of being entertainment. Our entertainment is watching people go after each other. Because from what he said and what Quavo said, now we're supposed to go from here.
Was the movie called Gladiator?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They see they put it on there. You see they put it there, right? They put it all in the chat. Hey, Ms. V. Yeah, we are the entertainment, right? We are.
Yep. And the crazy thing is, you see
Is that the movie when he be like, "Are you not entertained?
Are you not?"
I don't know. I don't know whether it's that or not. But I know they was back in the times and they had like the metal things on and stuff. I don't think it was that one, but either who, it's just the fact that what people sit there and be entertained by, it's always been a thing like that. Even when they came up with boxing, right? We love boxing, but at the end of the day, we're watching to see somebody get punched in the face. Even though it's the skill and everything, but that's entertainment, right?
And then it's the same thing. Like, so this is why I say I don't want Jag getting all immersed in this and all upset, because it's the same thing when you like a sport or you idolize an idol or a sport or a fan of boxing fan. Like, oh my gosh, man, he lost. Now you all upset. Oh, you have potential. You could have did this. You could have did that, but you let this person do that. Now you all into something. You don't even like, you know what I mean? Like they signed up for this. And you know it.
I believe they all know what they signed up for. Including the backlash that's coming out of people's mouth. They signed up for that too. Everything is everything we watching now, right? That's why people have to learn how to separate. That's why I too tell you guys all the time, I don't put my feelings and emotions in these things. When I cut the sucker off, I cut it off. I ain't got hatred for none of them. I don't have a like for this. I don't have a like or dislike, a hatred, none of that. Right? I don't have none of that. Because people got to know when to cut this off. Even in life, you got to know. I tell people, once you learn something, start unplugging stuff from yourself. We are plugged with so much things. Start unplugging yourself. We got so many cords hooked up to us. People beliefs. We got this, we got that. Once you get it, unplug yourself and let it go. Let it go. Unplug it. It's okay. You ain't got to tell the whole. Just unplug it and live your life. If we don't want to go to you don't be stuck in religions, unplug it. You ain't got to tell everybody why. Just don't do it. Live your life. They got us people walking around full of plugs. To the point that we don't even know what thought is ours and what thought belongs to somebody else, what thought they have given us. You know, so yeah, but it has gotten to that point. You know, then it's gotten to the point, regardless of what you want to do in this world, it's like you only to really get to where you want, you got to dance with that devil, right? Got to dance with that devil. But if you want to not, then you got to be nice and moderate, which is okay too. People got to be like, it's okay to just live and be moderate, right? Because we think about that so much. We took the happy out of living. We took just being happy. We attached that to what we got on, how much is in our pocket. We ain't taking nothing with us, not one thing.
And you know what? The one thing that I can say about this new generation is being at work, working with them, is they are like done with everything. They are so fed up. You have no idea. They want to wipe out everything and just be like, we are free. We want to live. We want to be happy. They don't care about like looking always like, no, when they need to be.
I cannot say that enough. Go ahead, say that part again. I keep trying to tell these people I go to these meetings. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all these kids don't care.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then I see like, and I was the older one, right? Working with the kids. I'm like, you know, because I was working in retail where they wanted you to do your own style, be yourself, right? So it was this one kid, and he was like 20 some years old, and he would come in with sweatpants and sweatshirt and like the big dad shoes. And I'm like, what are you doing? We are like at work, like you coming in with sweatpants. And at first, everybody was coming at him, but then they realized this was a trend. Like this is a look, like, and then like everybody was like, oh, like let him do his thing. And I felt bad for like, you know, and that was the thing, was like be yourself, like, you know, and they didn't realize that times are changing.
On the flip side of that, though, they're gonna have to learn how to care, right?
Yes,
because at the end of the day, remember, depending on how old you are, we ain't got 25, 50 years left in us, right? This world now belongs to them.
Yeah.
So you better get some.
Absolutely.
You better get some Social Security, some pension, or you better work on something. That's the flip side to it. Hey, Diva Darkness.
and they were interested. That's the thing. Every generation is going to be like, "Oh, what are y'all doing? Y'all should." But it's good that we do have a lot of us that are still here that care, that will teach them how to do a resume and go out to look for a job and things like that if they need to, which is great, you know. But oh my gosh, it's ending there. They know that it can make money without these corporations, and that's why
then do it. Then learn business. Then learn business. How you gonna do stuff? You still gotta learn business. You still gotta learn about taxes. You gotta still pay your bills, right? So then go. I know a lot of time. Remember, I work with them too. I hear both to the side. I agree with them, but I hear both of the sides of the story. But they better find a way to care about something, because the way they're going, they don't understand. AI is here. A lot of y'all jobs are going to be gone. What are you going to do? You can't sit up there, and you can't, like back in the days when it was like the Great Depression and stuff, people was robbing and stealing. Now you don't have RoboCop out there. At these stores, they're going to have RoboCop there. It's cameras everywhere. What are you going to do? See, sometimes you got to hit them with some reality too. So whatever y'all doing.
Do you think that because they should though? Do you think because you know they had this stuff in plan like years and years and years ahead, they planned this stuff out? Do you think that they was just like they do with movies, pre-programming us like they did with our artists, taking them out because they know they don't need them anymore because they can generate their voices, their images, and they don't need anyone anymore because AI is here.
They know it's here, right? And they know it's here because they the ones a lot of them use the app, but they don't understand to the extent that it's here, right? It ain't just pretty little apps, okay? Because the real stuff is going on.
But does Jag talk about AI? I wonder if Jag ever talks about it.
She spoke a little bit about it, but remember, it was like I don't get into all the rips and the raps, so I cover stuff here and there, right? I didn't know that it became a whole damn thing. I was one of the ones who was covering her when she first came out, like 3 or 4 years ago. So I'm thinking I'm just covering the stories. I did not have no idea it was going to come a big old thing. I got out of Dodge. Right?
Yeah.
I got out of Dodge because
rightfully so.
Should say I don't want no parts of that, huh?
You better tell her this, kid, sis, because at the end of the day, we control ourselves, right? And then now with this news that she just got, oh my, if y'all know the Jag, we know it ain't gonna turn out nice for some people.
Yeah, losing a parent is like I'm still dealing with it, and that's one thing you dread your whole life.
I just almost broke down in my client's house today thinking about my daddy. A song popped in my head that made me think about him, and I said, "You ain't finna do it. You ain't finna do it. Get it together." But it took me a minute.
Yep.
Hey, darling.
My prayer goes out to her because I feel like she did really care for her mother, you know. They had their own relationship that we didn't know about. We can't, you know what I mean? We ain't see not one thing. And you know these
people. I don't do mothers. I don't do kids. Like me, I know my limitations, right? Some people don't know. I know my limitations. It doesn't matter with somebody else. You can say what you want to say about me or to me, but I'm not gonna play your game. At the end of the day, I gotta be comfortable with me. I gotta be good with me. I'm not gonna play your game, right? I never had these problems. I'm just saying. So I make, you know me. I am the dipper, right? But everything that she said too about Nature Boy was on the money, and I don't know. I just got the news while watching Night and Day. I don't even think Night and Day know. Even them had to put their little beef to the side because sometimes it's not the fact of being a bigger person, but sometimes you just got to do what's right.
That really made my heart sad because I know that she loved her mother, you know.
And there was a lot of bull crap.
Not only that, you know, she has her, you know, her mother, you know, has other children as well.
That's another story, girl. It's gonna be a wall. It's gonna be a wall. It's gonna be a wall. Believe me when I tell you. Because if I'm not mistaken, it was a year to this time when her mother went back with the sister. I'm not even going back there. I swear.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not even going back there. I'm not going back there, right? But I do know that I can tell you them gloves are off. Oh yeah, put in the chat on a live. Please put that in the chat or send it or something. Yeah, y'all know how YouTube is. I don't have no control over that. I have no control over that. But I was trying to tell people, Jaguar explained it to the T, what I've been trying to tell people for the longest. That people's like, oh, for Nature Boy, um, he you know, he started out, he didn't start out nothing. He sold y'all a fucking dream.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to touch on. You was touching on the fact that he always been that way. Yeah.
Right. Anytime you as a woman and you meet a guy, then a picture comes up of what he did to his baby mama, and you gotta look at Maisha's face. What the hell you think he's gonna do with you? What type of man you think that is? It's nothing he can tell me. I am so gone.
Not a damn thing.
You would think I would have got wings and flied up out of there, levitated up out that itch, okay? You see a picture like that. I'm not even giving you, I don't even, please, you can't even explain. You ain't got, pew. As soon as I see the picture, pew. I ain't got no time to be sitting up there listening to you explain why somebody's face look like that. People are a part of their own demise. It takes two to tango. We've been told that all of our life. And nothing has changed. It takes two to tango. People are part of their own demise because they don't know when to go. They don't know when to leave, and they don't know when to go. They want to make things better. No, I tell people, know who you're talking to. Because know it. Again, when he kept claiming he was in jail at that age bracket, none of his people didn't say, well, hey, the age don't add up. You cannot be in a jail at that age. You could have been at a detention center. You could have been in a foster home. You could have been in a mental hospital, but you wasn't in jail. None of them added them age. None of them said this ninja is crazy. Since he was a little boy, he was telling you, but nobody was listening because people want to hear what they want to hear. Nobody's listening to what the hell he's saying. He's telling you, I am crazy. I'm the devil. This is what I'm going to do to you. But he do the key, and y'all laughing right along with him, but you're not listening. Somebody said from the age of 14 to 19, I was in jail. That means they're institutionalized. Why do people want people to explain
all the teenage years, basically, and going into early adulthood?
That would sort of kind of tell you, again, kids at that point went me as a kid would, but kids, like she said, if they were looking for something too, that's why they went to him. So that's understood.
I got to drop down for a second. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't train. We don't train our kids. We got to train our kids what crazy sound like and what crazy look like. We got to train our kids. We got to talk to them. We're not training them what love is. If they see love as, oh, you getting beat up, but then you cooking that man a meal and going out. That's what they're going to attach love with. Even when you tell your kids, I love you, because they're your kids, you need to explain to them. It's not because you're just my child. You're a beautiful person. Love don't boast. Love don't do this. Love don't do that. Explain to them. We break down what the word love is. So when they meet people, if they don't be treated like this, then it's not love. People use that word like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. No meaning at all. It just comes right out of our mouth. Well, you know, I love you. I love you too, boo. But we don't like to use the word hate.
Yeah. So one thing is, I was always taught my mom is not perfect, and I love her to death. She will do anything and anything for me, and she always has. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her. And she taught me unconditional love. My grandmother did. People in my community, I grew up in that type of community where everybody was family. You know, I did the same thing for my children. But I'm reading a lot of things that's like, you know, yeah, I was lost. But one thing that I know about my God is whenever we do get into that position of being lost, when you have that love foundation and you were fed into that way, you'll never be lost for long. He will always find you and bring you back to the what's it called?
Well, my love have conditions, right? I've learned to change. My love have conditions. I have changed that too, right? My love have conditions.
Well, I'm talking about with children and certain things. I'm talking about that type
don't
of.
care whom it is. My love have conditions, right? I tell you, I have to change
Well,
things.
you're right. Okay, let's break that down. You're right.
Right?
Okay, got you. I
Now,
got you.
Because if I tell you that means you could do whatever you want to me. No, you cannot. Remember, love has a meaning. If it doesn't fit that meaning, right? You feel, oh, then you teach your kids to treat you a certain way.
Yeah.
People think because I know what you're saying, but I don't like when a parent tell their children because I said so. So I would need to explain to them. You have to explain to your children why. That's part of if you want to call it unconditional love, but we got to teach them how I'm gonna treat you this way. You're going to treat me that way. Or sometimes you got to depart from your kids. Because you know why? There's a lot of people that are not here no more because of the stress from their kids. You got parent abuse. You got kids that won't leave the house. You got kids that don't want to grow up. You got kids that take all their mama's checks.
I know.
You got kids that they will never find their way. So no. If I have to love you like that for my kid, then F it, right? Because a lot of parents, they're young. I know a lot of young women, 45, they make it to 50, gone, stress,
Listen,
high blood pressure, stroke.
Yeah. Oh, being a parent ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. Now, let me tell you, right? I'm gonna try to keep this short, but this is the craziest story. Just because when you was all right, so I was doing nursing around was that like 2012, around that time, and we went Christmas Day. My kid's father ended up taking my daughter, so I was by myself, and I was like, I don't got nothing to do. I'll work. So we went. I volunteered to go see a guy that needed help and that gets seen, you know, on holidays and, you know, for companionship and stuff like that. So me and my friend go up there, and it's creepy because it's in the woods, like just a wooded area, very vacant, like all in, few houses here and there. We end up pulling up, couple people in the house cooking. I'm like, okay, so you're not alone. We go in there, we get them all together. He's sitting in his chair and he's like leaned over. And I'm like, why he like I just figured it was his condition why he was like slumped in his chair, like on his side or whatever. He's like a little recliner. And turn it off, dude. And we end up just busting it up, chilling with him before we start getting him ready because he had to go in a Hoyer lift and all of that. Cut that off. He had to go in a Hoyer lift, so we wanted to get him relaxed and talk to him. Then he started telling me how his son was on drugs really bad. And long story short, he came in the house trying to get money from his dad or whatever he could get to sell or, to get drugs or whatever. And he ended up taking like a pot of like grits or whatever was like the whole, like, what was that Al Green story? Like he took something that was hot on the stove. And
Al Green.
And he went because he's paralyzed. So he went into the hallway and tried to throw the grits on him. And he was like, I shot my son dead right there in that hallway right there. I said, what the fuck?
You mean he took his son out or something, please?
He said that's why I leave outside. He keeps his hand, no matter when anybody comes around, he keeps his hand on his gun.
On his pow. Y'all gotta learn how to talk on this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. But so he underlived his son right there in the hallway. Wow, I was like, whoa, okay, I'm ready to go.
But
it's a real story.
Yeah, but the thing is that again, even for the son to get to that's right, we got to get to our kids while they're young before other people get to them, right? Not saying that's you're guaranteed anything. You ain't guaranteed nothing because sometimes, regardless of what you put in your kids, it takes that one person, right, to take everything you put in your child to throw it all away. I've seen nice little young girls. It's just that they say she's going through her hormonal stage, and how these little girls get feisty. Or it goes to these boys, they're going to get their little testosterone, and their bags are filling up, their little tea bags is filling up. It takes that one puff this. Now you got a weed head, right?
Not the tea bag sugar.
Yeah, it takes that one puff. Now you got your kid is now
for real.
It takes that one drink. It takes that one drink. Now you got a drunk. Take that one pill. Now you got an ecstasy. Like it takes that one thing to throw away everything. People and parents are not my kid. Not my kid parents. I know. I mean, I had 1,000 kids come through me, and besides that, I lived life. You know how many not my kids? You know how many y'all kids sitting up in college done had like 4 and 5 ABs? All you know is, hey, I'm posting my kid on the
we talking about high school. When I went to St. Michael's out here, all girls school, we had a class specifically for that because so many girls were suffering and crying and upset because they regretted doing it.
No, but I'm talking about the ones who like to brag about, oh, my kids in college and they're going to be this. You don't know how your kid got there. You don't know all the secrets. You don't. Let me finish. I'm gonna let you have the floor. Okay. You don't know how many of them sitting up in there that have 4 and 5 ABs, but you busy posting them, and you think you bragging, and then your kids suffering because they can't tell you nothing because you already let the whole world know they the best daggone kid, right? So they suffering even more. They go through a lot of depression and everything too.
That has a lot to do with the social media trend with putting your kids online and acting like you have the best life in the world.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, baby.
Well, my grandmother, my bonus dad mom, she used to always say things to me like, don't come in here pregnant. Da-da-da-da-da. I wasn't thinking about none of that. But it ended up being my sister, not Honesty, but the other one that came up, like that. And it was like, look at here, the golden child. You want to say don't do this and don't do that, but you ain't even focusing on the other one. I had to blackmail my grandfather because we had boyfriends that were friends. She got caught kissing, and he tried to say, "Oh, well, you know, I'm telling on both of y'all." I was gonna get the worst of it. I told him I told him I was gonna tell a piece of his business, so he left it alone, and that was that. But I ain't finna get in trouble because the golden child, you know, got in trouble.
Yeah, but that's the label y'all gave her, right? And being that people decide to give you that label, that puts depression on you.
No, I didn't give her that, but I just know
No,
how I was treated compared
right,
to
right. But in
you
her
know.
shoes, that's why I say it go both ways because they treat one bad, they treat one other one the bad, they
Well,
treat
you
the
have to.
other one better. But that puts people don't say that puts stress on both.
Yeah.
It's just different stress, but it put different type of stress or depression on both. Because now I got to like one, I'm expecting you to
Right.
do bad stuff, and the other one, I got to keep this up. Right now, I got to sneak.
You're right.
And they
You're
get into
right.
a lot of shit now, and I gotta hide a lot of stuff because you put this damn label on
Yes.
me, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, pressure bust pipe. It's work that we do. I mean, some parents do jobs on their kids. They don't understand that they do that. And then they have
Yes.
siblings. They have
Oh my
siblings that
God.
think one way, but both ways is effed up.
It is because me and my sister, my mom always not talking bad, but it's just the way things go down. She was the one. She was the baby that could never do nothing wrong, but she learned from us because I used to stay up all night talking to her, so she fell asleep teaching her lessons, and I was basically a second mother to her, and she revealed that to me recently. But the stress that
What I
I
go
I would Goldie, I was the one that was. I'm sorry.
Goldie.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Goldie. I better not say that because that's my cat name. He gonna bring his little ass out here. I don't even want him. But it's always family dynamics, and sometimes it tears the family apart. And a lot of times, if the Lord will allow it, when you get to talking to each other as you get older, and you like, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Right? But some parents they some of their kids are strong, and they know their kids are strong. And the bad part about that's the one they give the less attention to, like they don't need it, and they give it to the one that they think is weak. But I mean, it's not easy.
Yes,
It's not an
that's
easy job
exactly
being a
what
parent.
happened. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. But the crazy thing is, me and my sister used to always have conversations where she noticed it. Where we're very close in age, and she knew it was like it was crazy where we both had conversations of understanding both the pressures of both of what
Mm-hmm.
of
Yeah.
what they expected of both of us. And I'm glad that you said that because it is definitely understanding between both of us where it's no hate, where a lot of times that could create hate between siblings and family
Mm-hmm.
members, things like that. But we've been through so much that we was like, if we going to survive, we gotta know exactly what's going on. And we
Yeah.
both were
I was
there
like
for
that with my
each other in
cousins.
that way.
Yeah. We have to start the healing process, right? And I mean, unless somebody did you know, some old stuff to you that's non-negotiable. But if it's any other thing, if it's containing like how you feel or whatever, get that healing out. Get it out your system. You know, sometimes that's all you're gonna have. Your siblings or your cousins. That's all you're gonna have left because everybody's gonna start. They're gonna start ascending, right? And then you going now you know you're the head of the family. Like nobody, when you young and you looking at your aunts and your uncles, your mother, your aunts, your uncles, your grandmother, you never think you're gonna take their place. Even when you have your own kids, you don't think I'm going to take their place. Even if you become a grandmother, you're still not thinking I'm taking their place. Yeah, you're gonna be next on the chopping block soon, right? When your kids move away, that's all you're gonna have. Don't leave with the animosity. At least have the conversation of understanding and get out the I. Let that person explain their part and go, I hear you, I accept it, and then hopefully that other person can say, I hear you, I
Yes.
accept it. Hey, Positive Queen on Purpose, welcome. Right.
I'm
So,
working on that now because just like you said, people are ascending, and the people that mean something to me, I'm actually praying and working on how to connect with them. Even if I may feel away from the past or anything like that, I want to just go move on from that and have the best relationship I can with them, until one of us ascends, because I remember being at my dad's house a couple of weeks ago, and my sister had made a comment, and I was just like, you know what, you got me, because it's just like I can't expect them to, well, I'll say this. Regardless of how they feel about me, I love them and I want to share that love. And that's who I am. So I don't want to cut myself off from sharing love to someone because of whatever happened in the past.
and if you don't change it, right, that now trickles down to your kids, right? Because people think like that's like you birth. Now you don't birth kids, and now they got their feelings on how you treated them too, right? So then now it trickles down. So they got to see you got to show them how to resolve it. So they got to see how you resolved it. So if they're ever thinking a certain way, because remember, it's just a feeling. It doesn't make it true. It's just a feeling, right? I felt
right.
Even if you have proof of your feelings, it still doesn't make it all the way true. Or sometimes you just need the answer why, right? Why? And then sometimes you might not get the answer because they may not be here to give you the answer. But sometimes it's sad.
It takes time to get the
Yeah.
answer. That's what I feel like. We go through those like stages of grief, where we want something right away, but we realize we keep pushing through and experiencing life that the answers come to us, and then we get an understanding when we're open to it. That's like when you want the truth, you got to be in truth, in spirit, to get those answers and that closure that
You
you
have
need.
to, because see, what happens is God plays a trick on people, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you the trick that he plays on people, right? The trick is he play is out of nowhere. You ever heard that out of nowhere? You ain't heard from a cousin or a friend or something, and they just called you and you had a beautiful conversation. Next, you know, they're gone.
Yep.
People like,
And that's my purpose for
I
doing what
just
I'm doing.
spoke to them. I haven't heard from them. So sometimes God will force the hand and do it. But the bad part is all the time you wasted, right? When you could have had that conversation. Like that's the trick. Or you'll bump into somebody and you'll always hear, I just spoke to them yesterday. Or I ain't heard from that person. They just called me out of nowhere, right? People don't think that's the last time. So if it worked when that person called you, that's a lot of time you don't waste it. And now that would be your last memory.
That's the way of the living. See, that's what you don't understand. That once we have so much purpose, like just you saying that we have so much purpose here in the present, the future, and the past, and the transcendent. Because once we transcend, that most people are going to say, which you just said it. A lot of people are going to say, dang, how much time did I waste? I was supposed to say this. I wanted to talk to him about this, and I was supposed to do this. And then that's that grief that we go through of like, and we understand the meaning of life and how time in life is so precious. Doing what we need to do here on this earth. You know what I mean? And we all have that you know.
And that's why I watch. I try to watch how I talk to people too, right? Because I don't know what somebody's going through. I don't know what their day have been. I don't want to be the one that push you over, right? I only and what they want to call tough love or whatever. Sometimes you have to be careful with that too, because you don't know what that person day is. You don't know if they just got the ish beat out of them. You don't know if they just lost their job. You don't like nobody really know what your day is, and they just start hitting you with all types of blah 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 blah. And I'm just telling you, be careful what you say. You can still say what you have to say, but instead of being the hostile truth, let it be the loving truth, right? Say what you gotta say out of love. We gotta practice that too, right? The truth is going to be the truth, regardless. It don't have to be brutal. It doesn't have to be brutal. Doesn't have to be harsh. Doesn't have. It doesn't have. The truth won't be the truth. You can still say what you gotta say, because you don't know what that person went through that day.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people already know what their problem is. Right? And they like you alerted them to something they didn't know, right? It's like, ooh, right? They know.
Yeah.
So you telling them, yeah, okay, but did you tell them something they didn't know? They know already. If you're gonna either help them, you're gonna talk
and
to
at
them.
a loving space, you know.
Right.
And the
You
crazy
tell them
thing
that you
is,
love them no matter what, instead of it's okay, like you said, to give the truth, but do it in love, do it with how
sometimes you do
if
have
you
to
want to
do
be
that.
look at how you want to be talked to. And sometimes people can take harshness, but that doesn't mean that everybody can take the harshness of the truth. It's a saying, you'll get more flies with honey than you will vinegar.
Right.
Yes.
And then again, it doesn't never have to be harsh. Because again, you don't know. Maybe they could have took it at a point in time. Maybe their day wasn't that bad, right? But people think they could just pop off at any time. No. Especially if what you're saying is true, right? So that means they know they effed up. They already know they effed up.
You don't know how that's going to hit. You don't know how that's going to hit.
Exactly. Or you could just not say nothing. Because if I'm gonna make you feel worse, then I
grew up with tough love all my life. I grew up around boys and being a tomboy, being rough and tough love, and everybody's just like thinking like, you're smart, you're talented, you should be doing this. And it's like, I can never, like, I went so hard for so long where I forgot who I was. Like, you know what I mean? Where I was like, I need to take a break because y'all just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, do y'all want me to be
I was the same way. I was the same way.
You just keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
And don't take the time to look at who you are.
Lazy, JC. All of that to get called lazy. How you gonna call somebody lazy that's doing the most?
Yo, Lucretia, come on, let's go. And then when you go, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing. You know what? Because I've been looking out for all y'all my whole life, doing this my whole life since I've been 15. Stop playing. And when I take some time out for myself, I'm lazy now. All right.
See see me. I tell you, I got this thing called boundaries, right? So first of all, you ain't coming to me like that anyway, right? Because then if you come at me harshly, remember, never forget, all of us need improvement, right? All of us got to get, every day you got to improve. Now, if you come to me harshly, I'm gonna hit you back harshly, right? But the thing is, depending on how you come at me is what I'm, if I'm going to even hear you, right? If you come at me, I'm gone. If I'm effed up, then let me stay effed up. Don't worry about it, right? What you worry about it for? It ain't you, right? Don't worry about it. Like, if you tell me that fire burn, and fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Let me. I don't want to hear it. Like, it's the things we say to people. Like it leaves a mark. It really leaves a mark, even if it's true or even if it's not true. But their opinions of you, people don't know how they destroy. They said the power is in the tongue.
Who came up with the word "sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me"? They were a dead lie. Lie.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
I,
thankful that you said
I
that
believe in
because
that
I
part.
say
Right, in a sense, Yeah,
I
yeah,
be
yeah.
saying the thing.
It depends on my mood. It depends on my mood. Because if I'm not in
No,
the
this
mood,
is
if I'm
no,
not
it's
in
on
the
my
mood,
mind because
it
words
depends on
have
my mood.
so many. My
But
thing is, of course, you can create you what the thing is, the people that are not affected by words have created a mental space to not be created affected by these things. But you have to understand that words are powerful
it
and
powers in the
they
tongue. Yeah.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I
That
always said that saying whoever created that was out to get us. And, you know what I mean? That's one of
That
those
was some
little,
sorcery and trickery. Some sorcery and
yeah,
trickery.
it really
but
was. And we used to recite that all the time,
or
but
maybe they was
it was
preparing
like
you.
it empowered us to be like, hold up, no, this is
No,
hurting
but
my feelings.
maybe they was preparing you at the same
Yeah, it
time.
was. That's what I'm
That's
saying. I
what
feel
you,
like it
or
was
maybe
like a
correction.
way.
Because at the end of the day, everybody got some ish with them, right? Everybody got some ish. So I'm glad you took the time to look at my ish, but don't think I did not take the time to look at yours, right? Because we all effed up some way,
Straight like
somehow,
that.
right? We all effed up. We
See,
all got
that's
to
what I
do
have a
improvement
problem with
every
when
single
people
day. We got to improve every single day. We want to get better every day.
every day, every day.
Every single day, you want to get better.
That's
You
y'all
don't want to do
question.
nothing you did yesterday. And if you do what you did yesterday, you want to do it better, right?
Yes, yes.
Every single. That's the purpose of life, is to
Every
grow.
day.
Yeah, that's why I love when they say they look at my children and they're like, she's so great, and they're so respectful. My son's so respectful, things like that. That makes me proud because I want them to be better than me. I want to be better every day. You know what I mean? A lot of these people they're so narcissistic. I hate to use that word.
What is gotta use it? It's okay.
You know what I mean? They're so narcissistic and about themselves and selfish
Mhm.
that they won't even let their children progress above
But
them.
but they're not supposed to. The key word is narcissistic, right? And I feel
Yes.
sorry, but people really have to. That's when therapy comes in, right? If you got narcissistic parents, please, I beg thee of you, do not go through life trying to figure it out yourself, because you have, if you don't understand what narcissistic means, you really would need a therapist so you can find peace with that and you can know it's not you, right? Ain't no
Yeah.
such thing as a damn black
Absolutely.
sheep, right? So we
Right.
ain't no such thing as a black sheep. It's these categories that people put you in. I'm none of the above. I'm just me. I'm not the good
Mm-hmm.
one. I'm not the golden.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nothing. I'm just me. But
Mm-hmm.
I would, anybody who, because the things that they do to the kids and how they put them all against one another, they
Yep.
create the sibling rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Rivalry. If you feel that you had not, don't talk about it. Go to a therapist because you really truly need to understand what was
It's helped
done
me
to you.
It's helped me tremendously.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. 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 Yes.
We
Oh
all
gosh.
have problems. It's just
Letitia
how
said
each of us
something, and I went
choose
on
to
a
deal
tangent
with it.
about, and I wanted to say something she had spoke on, and I forget what she said. I'm sure we'll talk about it again, but you know, yeah, I mean, the things that they implement in our minds. I mean, mind reform is a real thing. You know,
Yeah, but we are supposed to do that. We are supposed to
yeah,
evolve,
we're supposed
right?
to be working on
So that's,
ourselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is a real thing, and it's a beautiful thing, right? It's a beautiful thing to say. That's like when sometimes when I be talking to people, and you start talking and you talking about yourself, and you start laughing. People like, oh my God, you've been through this and you laugh. And I say, yeah, because I'm still standing, right? Some people
I'm
ain't
still
can't.
standing.
Some
Yeah.
people here ain't even living. They ain't even living to tell the story. They're not even here to tell their story. The
Nope.
point that you're still standing, baby, you won. If you telling the story, that means it's over. It's over. So stop looking at it as such a, see it as something you done conquered. I conquered that. And if you feel you haven't conquered that and you can't enjoy where you at now, because then you again go get help. Because baby, every year you get older, you don't even know what tomorrow gonna be. You don't know if you're gonna be. You keep every day, you keep waking up and you keep making it and you keep making it and you keep making it every day. You know what? Let me heal the younger version of me. Let me heal all these different things. People don't want to heal because it takes inner work to heal. When it's time to heal, you can't play the blame game with yourself. People don't want to go through that because mess is what they're used to. Some people don't know what to do without the mess. That's all they
True.
ever know. They don't know what to do. It's like a foreign. So for me to clean up, do the inner work, I got to clean up the part that I played, right? Or the things that I didn't do, or the things I should have told, didn't told, why I didn't leave, right? You got to explain yourself. Why did I allow certain things when I saw the red flag? Nobody wants to face that because they want to put the blame all on the other person when it takes two to tango. Only time that doesn't apply if something happened to you without your consent. That's the only time that doesn't apply. Like when you're a young girl, but you still may have to have in your mind, I should have told or whatever. But if something happened to you without out of your control, you still have to get help for that too. But you can't hold yourself to things that happen out of your control. But everything else in your control, you play a part in that. Nobody want to clean that up. They want how they say misery love company. Sometimes you talking to yourself. You ain't talking to yourself. I want to stay miserable.
And just because you get therapy does not mean that you're insane or anything like that. It just means that you want to work on yourself and evolve and get better and fix the things that's going on in your life.
So
Or you need to tell somebody what you need to tell them that's not going to hit you. Well, let me hit you with because that's why people don't tell their stories because it's hard to talk to people. Go, I want to hit you with the harsh truth and the brutal. I'm brutally out. See, no, that's what therapists coming at. Now you can tell your story. They get paid to hear your story. That's what they get paid to do. And you ain't got to worry about the reaction of somebody making you feel bad. If you talking to somebody that's going to give you some tools. I think we should be
You ain't
past
got to
that
worry about
stage.
it getting out to nobody either.
Right. And I think that we should be past that stage of speaking to a therapist. Is that a therapist, baby? We should be past that stage now. If everything else has evolved, going to a therapist should have evolved too. That that place should stay packed. We should be past that. We be past everything else but seeing a therapist, though, right? For what people might let me finish. You can walk around in heels and shoes. All of these, everything else evolved, right? And you can walk around any way you want to walk around. You can do all of that evolved to now you can do everything else you want to do, plus see a therapist. That haven't evolved yet, though, right? But go ahead, JC.
Oh, I was saying like being a person that was like very opposed to therapy. And one reason why is because someone like me, I'm very in my head. Like I criticize myself really harsh, especially if I do something wrong, things like that. So and then I have a relationship with God. So I feel like I'm always in my head trying to work things out. And I felt as though, and still somewhat feel as though like I need to find the right person because I don't want to just be talking to someone that doesn't know me, that they might have heard someone similar to my story, but not my particular story. And it's just trying to and it's like I'm talking to myself almost. I feel as though I would be talking to myself and they're just trying to figure out what's going on in my head with they probably could never really understand what's really going on in my head. It is good to go to talk about it without that criticism. But really, I think the real thing for me in healing is in the environment, and where God would say, like, you know, if your eye is offending you, you know, pluck it out, or your hand or whatever, you know, you have to cut these things out, as far as like your environment and things that you're talking about. And that's why I was like, I'm trying to change my algorithm and things like that, because I feel as though I need to change and reform my mind, because if not, then it's going to be an ongoing thing. Because when you're surrounded by these people and these things that are putting things in your mind, even when you're in a quiet space, those things, when you've been trauma bonded or have any kind of trauma, it plays back in your mind the things that people said. You're horrible. You hate yourself. No one loves you. No one will accept you. You know, things like that. You know, it plays back in your head. So you have to reform your mind, because if not, you'll be constantly just going to a therapist forever, and they'll be getting your money.
But you know what? No. But guess what? A lot of people go to therapists for the rest of their life. And guess what? That's okay too. I know a lot of people keep a therapist or not. Some people get a certain insurance just so they can throw. Because sometimes every day you may, that's like somebody who may have like bipolar or something. Some days you got to blow that steam off. That there a lot of therapy you have on. Sometimes you need that person to speak to on that spot. Nobody on this earth is going to truly understand anybody to the T. That's okay, because you're your own unique person and your experiences are yours, right? But baby, sometimes people have been gone for years and they're going to continue to go for years, because every day you go through something. What you may be having a bad day, at least you'll have that tool to go to. At least you'll have that third. Nobody says you got to go every day. You can go once a month. You go once every other month, or you could just go when you need to go, long as you have one. It's all about having one. They don't put you on a schedule and make you come once a week or twice a week. You go when you need to go. So you go more in the beginning. And if you feel you're better, you still keep your therapist. Because that day you may have to, I'm having such a bad day. And they may be like, breathe. Remember what I taught you? Right? Or try this, try that. Sometimes your therapist don't even be a therapist. They become your friend, right? Because they get to know you, right? So don't think like that. Don't think. Right. Some people don't never.
Well, my daughter is going to school for therapy and to be a psychiatrist. So I mean, my mom was a psychiatrist as well.
Okay, so what does that mean?
I just, you know,
you ain't got to see a psych. Go get therapy.
That's where I'm coming from a little bit.
The psych only comes in if you need medicine, right? You can still get therapy. The psychiatrist is a doctor, right? And that's if you need medicine. Sometimes you don't need medicine, so you will only see the therapist. You might not have to see the psych.
Wait, Shug, on the light note, what about people, because I've been listening to a lot of people that have been going through therapy, because that's what we've been talking about and what I've been trying to do, and talking to a lot of people and trying to get the right avenues. But what do you think about people that like go through therapists and like they're like, I don't like this therapist, and they like keep
get another one. Get another one. You find who you like.
I've done it. I had an awesome therapist. And then
I know you're saying, my daughter was like, you're supposed to do that. Yeah.
You find who you like. Or just give me your money then. You're going to give your money. You're going to spend your money or your insurance. And that can just, no, I'm paying you for a service. Like any other thing. Like any other thing. You don't like this flavor, you get another flavor. You ain't forced to stay with somebody.
I remember telling my son that I was going to get rid of my therapist in the next session I had. She was like, I don't think this is working out like he's. I was like, excellent, because I was about to tell you the same thing, baby.
Oh, not with her trying to fire you because she knew you was about to fire her.
Yep. I was like, peace, deuces.
She knew you was about to fire her.
No, but sometimes people too, they expect certain things from a therapist that they cannot give you, right? So remember that certain things they only a therapist, right? But if for some reason you don't click with that person, right? Then hey, you it's like I just don't click with you, right? Bye. Bye. Right? Bye. But sometimes remember, therapists they don't do the work for you. You do the work, right? But you need that non-biased
Yeah,
ear to guide you there,
yeah.
right? You need that non, and then sometimes, you got sometimes you it be some young ones, and they're a lot just like that young when Nature Boy had the trial. You seen the young guy there? Yeah, he knew he was textbook to the T, boy. He knew them numbers, but that
Oh,
may
the
not
Rick
be
Ross
what.
guy.
No, the guy who was
Oh,
the prosecutor, he was the younger one,
oh, okay.
right? But he was
Oh, the white
technical,
guy. Yeah.
right? So he might not like you. Some people might need somebody that's technical who can see where. Oh, you know what? Technically, I think I see this in you, or you may need that. You may need that older one, right? But you got to go with what you need, right? You may need that one that give out hugs too, right? You may need that one that you can ask them questions, but you got to go with, whatever suits you, right? So that doesn't make
Yes.
them a bad therapist. They just don't suit your needs. That's simple. Like I said, some of them young ones, they're really textbook, right? Until they learn people. Remember, they got to learn people, and they're just starting. So everything is to. I don't like them. The ones I wouldn't like them, right?
My
But
therapist that I had, she would give me $5 for gas, and she would give me candy every time. Like, she'll go probably to the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store and give me the little hard caramel candies. That was every session.
and
But
then
she worked with me.
some places you go to, they got the group therapy. Sometimes group therapy works for people, where sometimes people got to help people, and that's what group therapy comes in at. So the therapy may not be able to help you, but just
They even
listening to
have
other.
group therapy for like a narcotic, like if you want to quit drugs, and it doesn't have to be hard drugs. It can be marijuana too, because I was in a group for 7 months. I'm about to go back to it because I'm gonna stop smoking Zaza. But yeah, I was in that group, and it was very helpful, and it was about 12 of us in the group.
Yeah. So some find places that to see it that has different types of group therapy that will fit you, you know. But whatever you need to do for you, please do it. All right, right. Whatever you need to do for you, okay, Jay. Whatever you need, do it for you. You deserve it. You deserve it. Everything in life you deserve, it, especially when you're doing something for you. You deserve it. Do it. Don't stay in the mess, right? Because then you're gonna go down a darker hole. Because I'm at the point in my life, baby. If you ain't trying to, I'm not trying to get in your mess. I'm too old for that. I
I
gotta be
know
around
that's right,
people who
sister.
who
I
who, who has
know
worked
that's
through, right? If that's all you know, and that's I'm still gonna. Hey, I don't like dislike you. You still my peoples. Whatever I can do for you, I will. But you can't. We ain't peoples like that. Cause I'm not being sunk into your mess. Cause that's all you know. And people have mess.
yes.
They wanna hear some mess for you, mess for you, mess for no, 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 no.
You get some mess. You get some mess. Go get some mess.
Exactly. Yeah. I got some more where that came from, right? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But these are things that we have to really think about, right? Right.
Folks be like, you don't come around no more. No, I don't want to be in your mess.
Man, listen. I think I'm very. I think I don't even know. I don't even explain things to people no more. I'm at the age where now, baby. It's like sometimes getting older, you don't like how your body feel at all. You don't like nothing about getting older, but your mind is right. Your mind like, no, too old for this. Too old for that. Sometimes I'm like, why the body can't feel? It's like, why am I? When your mind is right, your body ain't right. When your body right, your mind ain't right. God did a trick on us with that too, right?
Yes.
He did a trick on us with that too. When your body's all that, you make all the dumbest mistakes when your body's right. Right, and the next thing you know, your mind is all the way good. Now this hurt. Now that hurt.
Together. He know if it's all together, we gonna act a damn fool, and we probably ain't gonna be needed. So that's why he do it, because he know his children.
Exactly. Therapy has helped me.
You ever heard somebody talking about when I get my flat stomach or when I get a big butt, don't talk to me. You see how we already gonna show out just if we got a flat stomach with a 6-pack or a big old booty. Just showing out just for that. So he know if we had everything together, he'd have to wrangle us all in.
Yeah, but I say everything you deserve it. You deserve it. I heard the song we played the time Wake Up Tomorrow. You deserve it. You deserve everything, but I'm at the age. I done everything. I know I don't explain stuff no more. Like I'm like, we should all be at that age. Well, that's when you has really have. And like I said, depends if you decluttered the mess. You think totally differently. I ain't got time to explain to people about. They know they messy, or they know you want to stay depressed. Then stay depressed. You want to stay hung up over a man and stay hung up. That is all you, right? The only thing I can do is the same thing I'm saying to you guys. The same thing I could tell them, right? I ain't gotta sit up there and say, "Well, that ninja ain't no good." They know that. I ain't gotta sit there and tell them nothing. They know. 50 million people probably gonna tell them the same thing already. But I can tell you can do something about it. If not, baby, stay right there. If you feel like because of your age, I ain't never gonna have nobody. Sometimes having nobody is your best option. That's your best option.
Tell the truth, shame the devil, sugar. Tell the truth and shame the devil on that one.
But then now you can go out, and there's a lot of other single people that's out. Singles have their own single clubs. You get to go out and live again. And then the good thing is you can go be around other men, but don't date them or nothing. Just sit there and chat and go home, mind your business. Go home about your business, because you ain't looking for nobody, neither am I. We just enjoying the music. How they be doing in them nursing homes. They not having a relationship, but they be getting down. Some of them nursing homes before they can't move or nothing no more. They be having the music playing. They be getting down. Because even, depending on their age, some of them, their kids have passed or this passed, and they all each other got. That's what they all each other got. So, we all gonna take somebody's place. So you find a good friend or something, hold on to them. Shoot, but all them explaining days, though, them days are done. Talking to them days, I got a lot done. Make a list. What you ain't gonna do no more. What you ain't gonna do no more. I tell people all the time, the older you get, the more boundaries you should have. The more boundaries you should have. And then you don't even have to tell nobody your boundaries, because baby, they will know. Because everything they try to hit you with, no, You ain't got to tell people what your boundaries are. Everything you say no to, they will know what your boundaries are. Not me. No, I don't babysit no kids or whatever, depending on whatever your boundaries are. So you putting in your head what your boundaries is. You putting that in their heads. No. No, I ain't got no my. No, I don't loan. I don't do this. Or every time they ask you, I ain't got it. They'll know. If why, just that's a complete sentence. I can't help you. I wish I could.
It's a complete sentence.
I wish I could, but I can't do it. I'm sorry if you see me say I can't do it for you, but then you see me going to the store right afterwards because
Not
it's
gonna
my
be able to
it's
do
my
it.
money. You the one that ain't got nothing. People get mad, and yeah, and that's used to make me crack up on Facebook. I be like, people are sorry. They would come in there and I only asked such and such, and nobody want to help me. Gosh, I want to see how you help with yourself. Nobody got to do shit for you. What people, they killers to come on Facebook, and they always want to leave messages for everybody to get. And oh, that's a shame. No, you're grown behind a bunch of grown people mad at somebody they didn't give them $5 or $10, $20. They don't have
That's why
to.
I got my ass off of social media like that and start grinding out. And folks, you want to support. If you don't, you don't. That's it. I started minding I was already minding my business, but I just started minding more of my business.
I tell you, getting older now, you got more boundaries that come to it. Now I'm gonna mind more of my business. Exactly. Now I'm gonna mind more of my business. I did not mean to come on this early. I should have been coming on like right about now, right? But I had overslept. That was, oh man, my allergy was killing me. Then today they want to cut grass and stuff. I'm like, see, this ain't right. This ain't right. This ain't right. I know people who were in recovery from drugs, and when they are going through life challenges, they have sponsors. Yeah, they can call any time of the day and night. Yeah, sometimes your therapist too. People don't know if you got a good therapist, they become your sponsors too. They're not called sponsors, but you can still call them when you need them, right? So
Absolutely. You can
that's a
call or
good thing.
text them.
That's a good thing about having a therapist too. People like, I gotta go forever. So ain't no time limit on your recovery, especially if you under pressure all the time. You gotta release that pressure. Don't hold it in. That's what you get therapy
I
for.
wish I never would have stopped therapy, honestly, because when I stopped therapy, I don't want to say everything went crazy, but at the same time, it would have been helpful for me to have that, to fall back on so I can have someone to talk to. I think my life would have went a lot better. Not that it has gone horrible, but at the same time, I think having a therapist on call, on hand, would have been very helpful, just like it is now that I've gone back to it.
Yeah, well, at least you know when things get where it needs to be, go get another one.
Oh no, I got one and I got a psychiatrist too. I'm just saying before, when I had one back in the day and then I stopped. But yeah, I'm on it. I think I probably would be one of those people that have a therapist for the rest of their life. Because sometimes, like even with the grief thing, like I said today, just out of nowhere, a song popped in my head and I got ready to sing it. And I said, this is going to remind you of your father and you about to start breaking down. So think of another song, but just keep working.
Yeah, whatever you got to do, baby. The pity train has left a long time ago. And Miss Jackie, why you didn't click that link and tell she gonna have to click this link and tell us about her book. She did a phenomenal interview with my
Miss
girl.
Jackie.
She did a phenomenal interview with my girl. And nobody didn't tell me about the interview. I would love to have been in the chat to support my Jackie. I know she the boss Jackie up in here. But she did a phenomenal interview. I was so proud of my girl. I'm so proud of all of you guys. We gotta be proud of each other, right? So we're gonna talk about that probably even, I don't know. If I find something else tonight, we come back on tonight. But I want to talk about her jewelry and her clothes. This girl gets down too. This girl gets down, and she does not do big girls. Big girls. She does us big girls too, right? But she also has jewelry and other things. That's the one thing we gotta do is support each other. You know what I'm saying? So maybe for a book, maybe you can get for a jewelry. Sometimes you gotta do the bargain, the barter system, barter,
The barter system. The barter
barter
system.
system. Yes.
Gotta get a little what is that? New England or the barter.
Hey, fool. What's up, sis? Yep. Don't you got a birthday coming up too, girl? Hey, Miss Pinky.
You got a birthday coming up.
I think fool is either coming
Yeah,
or
she did
just
say that. She did say that. I gotta send her that casket. She did say she got a birthday coming up.
Mm-hmm. And we may have to do stuff. Oh! Oh my goodness. Let me sing my song. Me, 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 me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sister Fundi. Happy birthday to you. That's my Marilyn Monroe. Yay! Happy birthday, Happy birthday, sis. That's a blessing, 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 blessings. Everybody put some birthdays up in this chat. Put some cakes, some drinks. Come on now. Flood, 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 flood the chat. Flood the chat with some birthday love. Show my sister some birthday love. Yes, 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 yes. It was yesterday. And my aunt and uncle birthday tomorrow, right? They born the same day, 1 year apart. My aunt got a good birthday present for her birthday, a little brother, right? But both of their birthdays is tomorrow. That's right. Put some.
That is so awesome to share a birthday with a sibling.
No, it's not for them to. They should have had their own day. Okay. No, it's not. The parents thinks it is. Maybe it was like a 2 year difference, but like damn, I just turned one. Now I can't have a party because you in labor. Damn it, right?
That's true, huh?
No, maybe it was like a couple of years of difference, but no, absolutely not. Well, that wasn't for them, okay?
That's almost like my birthday being on December 26th, huh? It's crazy.
But I am going to come back hopefully because I done came on too early. I don't know why I thought it was so late. I got my little sunglasses on, right? My sunglasses on at night. I ain't playing with y'all. The allergies is tearing me up. So 1 minute I'm cold. I got the hat on with the sunglasses. I ain't playing. I'm looking all jiggy in the house. Looking jiggy with it in the house. Looking terrible. But looking terrible jiggy. Jiggly terrible. Terribly jiggy. Well, I'm supposed to be going to my daughter's house at 6. I am enjoying. Oh, I'll be back. Thank you so much, darling. I know we always. I know what this page is about, right? It's about what we do. Yeah, you been late, but it ain't that long. You can check the replay out. Y'all can check the replay out. But I might come back about 9 o'clock Eastern time. I may come back. I just wanted to do this last thing. So, and then I had to play my Nature Boy Jail song. All right.
And please, everyone, let's say prayers for Jack's family. If we can set aside, whatever opinions you may have of her or about her, but her family is in mourning right now. So please, let's have some patience, some consideration, some mercy and grace.
All right, here we go.
In the land of real, there's a love that's true. Sugar love is her name, spreading sweetness too. Her voice like velvet, smooth as a summer breeze. A podcast, a soundtrack to everybody's.
She said she don't like it neither sharing her birthday.
She's the queen of.
She said she don't like the music sharing her birthday.
No, she don't like to share her birthday either. That's all I said. That don't work for everybody.
Entertainment with a touch so sweet. She's the heartbeat of the community's beat. She brings the news with flavor like a cup of hot tea. Uncovering stories, bringing light to what we see. With her infectious laughter, she uplifts every soul. Sugar love, she's the one who makes us feel whole. She's the one who makes us feel whole. In the land of real, there's a love that's true.